Hey, coaches. Welcome back to Football Talk with Coach Chip. Today we're going to be looking at RPO, or is it a run screen option? And it's going to be all quarterback runs. In other words, the best kind of RPO or RSO, run screen option, there's no mesh. All right, before we get started, don't forget, make sure you click on like down below, and also go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're almost to 1,600, which is a pretty big deal for me. I think I'm excited about it. I appreciate it. Here it is getting close to the end of the year. It's right around Christmas time. And I know this is supposed to be evergreen, so 20 years from now, somebody can look at it. But I appreciate all of you that have stuck with me and all of you that hit me back up at siegel.chip@gmail.com. Be sure to comment down below if you feel so inclined. And if you would rather send me an email, I will respond. Okay? So hit me up at siegel.chip@gmail.com. Join the conversation with me on Twitter. That's at Coach Chip. And also, I have a Facebook group, Football Talk with Coach Chip. You can see it right there at the bottom of your screen. Hey, let's get started and look at some run screen options, RPOs, RSOs, predetermined leverage, GIFs, whatever you want to call it, but no meshes involved. All right, look at the first one here, and you're going to see that these are all college clips, and there's some NFL clips too. There's a couple, at least one I can think of. But you're going to see it's something that you can do at your level as long as your quarterback can throw a short screen pass, a swing pass, whatever you want. I mean, as long as he can do that, if you got an athletic quarterback that can chunk it just a little bit, okay, and throw swings and running back swing passes, you can do this. And another reason I love this kind of stuff, because this is an example of vertical. It came from us. High schools were doing this kind of stuff uh, long before the pros were. You can get into a debate who did it first, college or high school. I don't know. But do know this: high school and college were doing it. And now, with so many spread type quarterbacks coming into the league, very much not as many traditional classic, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady kind of quarterbacks. You're getting more Jalen Hurts and Tua and cats like that coming out. The big boy up at Buffalo, what's his name? Allen. I don't watch the NFL. They came out of systems like this in high school and college. So it's kind of a deal like, the mountain won't come to Muhammad. Muhammad needs to go to the mountain. And the NFL guys are doing that. And you can see what's going on at Kansas City with, with Andy Reid and Mahomes, and what's going on up at Buffalo, and what's going on with the Bengals, because all those quarterbacks came out of that kind of system. All right, let's look first. I believe this is Baker Mayfield when he was at Oklahoma. This is an RPO or an RSO with a quarterback counter. You're going to see a lot of counter blocking on this. And it gets into the debate: is it really counter just because the G and the T pull? Is there a counter action in the backfield? And you'll see what I'm talking about. And that's kind of a debate. We call it counter, but if there's no counter action in the backfield, is it really a counter? Let's look, because this is going to go long anyway. All right, you can see right here what happened. The coaching point to the quarterback is, this is me. Okay, remember, I'm not in their meeting room. But if I'm running this is my coaching point to my quarterback. You're reading this guy right here, because look, you got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you got a hat for a hat, so to speak. Okay, then you got your swing man. So you got that. So what can keep it from working? Now you're assuming you're going to make your blocks here, here, here. What can mess it up? This cat. If he goes running out here instantly. So what you do, you tell your quarterback on this: can he tackle the swing? That's what I would tell my quarterback. That's what I have told my quarterbacks. And it depends. If you got a great athlete at quarterback, that's a real runner. And a lot of high schools, their best running back, and a lot of, junior high, middle school, rec league programs, youth league programs, they put the best athlete at quarterback, whether he can throw it a lick or not. So you ask yourself, do I want him to keep it most of the time? Then you say, can he tackle me? Can this guy tackle me? But in my opinion, In this situation here, the coaching point is, can this guy tackle this guy on the swing? He didn't really do anything to begin with. He kind of flat-footed, buzzed his feet, and you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's look at it from the end zone shot. See, same cat right here. Can he tackle the swing? Here's the swing. And obviously not. I think he does get in on the tackle, but look how far down the field. Yeah. So, all right, let's look at another one. All right, this looks like a pre-snap read from the quarterback. This guy going to get a motion, and the quarterback is going to eye him. If he runs out of the box, leaving the box a lot nicer to run into, he's going to run it. See? Boom, gone. Got numbers. They did a good job spilling it, but he still picked up the first down. Okay, here it is from the end zone. Reading this cat right here. There he goes. Boom. Okay. So that's a run screen option. Okay, and you can do it with early motion, and I'll show you that, like this one. I call early motion when the back leaves early. All right, now here's one. He's eyeballing this cat right here, DN, outside linebacker, whatever you want to call him, in man on line of scrimmage. All right, what is he doing? Okay, you're going to get this swing right here, and there's your read. Can he tackle the swing? He's gone because he's out there. Look, you don't have leverage anymore because you got 1, 2, 3. He makes 4. There's one they can't block. Okay, there's one they can't block. When he takes off, there's one they can't block right here. So boom, right now, quarterback's going to take a step like he's throwing, freeze the linebackers and the DBs, and he's going to run the football. There you go. Okay. I call that some people call that ghost, G and H. You got your guard pulling, boom, and you got your H. Okay. All right, now this is Alabama doing it several years ago. The running back motion on this one might be just window dressing or eye candy, as we call it, because watch Tua as he throws his head so quick. I don't think he's reading anything. If he read anything, it was pre-snap. Okay. Now they're really close, around about the 10-yard line. They're really close to the end zone. And so maybe they just told him to keep it. Well, watch his body language. It makes it, to me, looks like maybe he's not reading it. He could have just been watching. Did somebody run out of it? And it's such a close, in tight angle. You can't really tell. Did somebody outside the screen? Well, he did. He kind of bounced out of the box. So pre-snap. So maybe Tua's thinking, okay, got a nicer box to run in right here. And the guy really didn't go. He kind of messed with him, but they picked him up with a lineman. It softened up a little bit. It gave the lineman a better angle to block number 17. Okay. All right. When nobody bumps with the early motion, the quarterback knows he has leverage for the swing screen. Okay. This is pretty cool. It's out of 2 back, and I like the way they do it. This kid's going to take off right here. Nobody bumps. Look, you got 1, 2. So they're outnumbered. Okay. They just throw it out here. Okay, the offense is outnumbered if you just swing him and throw it. But they're going to bring another cat to the party, this running back right here. And look what a great job. The wide receiver coach, okay, for Texas Tech did a great job on the stock blocking, most dangerous man. Watch him. He comes off, he gets this guy, and then he realizes this guy's coming, and he comes off and he seals him inside, and then the other running back picks up the corner, and you get a touchdown out of this joker right here. Watch this. As you swing, boom. He knew that he was going to have them outnumbered, and that's why probably nobody bumped really out of the box. Because look, you got 1 for 1. This guy's going to motion out, and now this guy's got him. The defense feels like they've got leverage. They've got numbers. But this guy, this is great play design. I don't know what year this was at Tech, but this is great play design because now they've got numbers. They've got the ball carrier and 2 for 2, a hat for a hat. Let's see it again. Do it in slow mo. See, look, nobody bumps out. And again, the defense is feeling we're good. We're good. And look, you got your counter blocking over here to the left. You got your GT coming right here. Okay. But the box is still heavy because look, you still got all your D linemen and you got 1, 2, 3. The safety is cheated up so far. He makes 4. Okay. And so right here, they've got more people than they can block. The defense has more people than they can block. And that's what the whole purpose of these things are. Things like RPOs and RSOs, run screen options, is to get you post snap. It gets you out of a bad play. And it leaves you, so to speak, the old saying, whoever wins has got the marker last. The quarterback, the offense, has the marker in their hand last when you're running post snap reads or right before the snap, pre snap reads to where the defense can't adjust. Again, nobody bumps with this motion because they feel like they're good. And they are. On paper, if you drew this joker up, you say, hey, they're good. This guy here is going to be your force if they run the ball right here. And this motion out right here doesn't change anything because they still got numbers, they think. Great job of that wide receiver. Watch that. See him come off right here? That's good stuff, man. Gotta love when those guys block like that. Good job. Well, this is when Hurts was at Alabama, and he's going to be eyeballing this cat right here. Now, this is RSO. They're going to put the running back out right here. You're going to leave a tad bit early. That's why I call it early motion. Okay, and they're going to GT it back over here. Okay, and they're going to read this cat. He's looking dead at him. Now he's bringing that ball up. Look what the bringing that ball up right there does. It's sucking him up the field for the kick. Okay, there's no squeeze now. Now the linebacker sees the down block. He sees he's coming. But look at the DN coming up the field. Now you're going to have the ability to kick this guy and wrap this guy to the backer. But look, bringing the ball up not only affects him, making him come up the field, it affects this linebacker. So now he can't come back over here and make the play. Okay. It also kept that DN from squeezing. This guy right here, instead of squeezing, he comes right here. Okay, which means so now when he comes up here and redirects, he gets there late. You follow me? That's good stuff, man. Nobody there but the safety. All right, now, as I wrote it, this is quarterback counter with a run screen option. This is Baker Mayfield again. He's Oklahoma. They're playing the Georgia Bulldogs. All right. I don't know if it is a read, but I know the screen action affected 2 defenders. Watch this guy and this guy. Look, they're staying out there because of that. Now look over here at the play side. Watch that number 71. There's nobody there for him to kick. Look how far down the field he is. Man, he's like 12 yards down the field before there's somebody for him to kick because of the screen action. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3. Over here, you got 3 over 3. All right, so you come right here. That's why I don't know if it's a read or not. I'm not in the meeting room. But when he throws that ball up like he's going to throw that joker out here, he gets this guy airborne. It's almost like basketball, and he gives him a head fake, and the dude jumps into the rafters. And this guy here comes running out. So you got one right here coming to trying to affect the pass, one out here coming trying to stop the screen. So the action, the screen action, whether it was a read or not, gave them a kinder, gentler box. Let's look at it again. See, look, he's coming up the field. That guy's assigned to block him. Okay. If they do throw the screen, that's what makes me think it must have been a read. Okay. This guy is all by himself, the Mike linebacker. Boom. 15. He jumps out of the rafters. Look how far the tackle is going down the field before he even engages. That's good stuff, dude. I'm telling you, that's great stuff. All right, here's from the back. There you go. Look, I think we're back to the front. Yeah, we are. Got it quicker than I thought we would. It's like 16 minutes in. All right, guys. This is not RPO, but RSO, run screen option. Notice, no mesh. Quarterback runs. You got an athlete at quarterback. You want him to run the football. He can throw it just a little bit. This is a great package to put in, and you're not frigging around with your linemen. There's still, you've already got counter in, whether it be GT or or GH counter. Okay, I like to call them Gator and Ghost. All right. If you've already got that built in with your linemen, you're not, they're down there doing their inside run and doing their ID time, and you're down and you're on your end with the skill guys, with the running backs and the receivers and the quarterbacks, putting this stuff in. Okay, it's just taking a good old fashioned play, okay, the counter blocking really, okay, and adding a new thing to it in the backfield. And it affects the defense. It adversely affects the defense. And also, if they got a great player, like a great outside linebacker, excuse me, it's that time of year, or a great defensive end, you don't have to block that cat. You can just read him. If you can't block them, read them. Okay, that's what I like to say. So this is a guy you do not have to block, and all these other guys. Hey, if you want to know more about it, hit me up. Remember, it's siegel.chip@gmail.com. Siegel.chip. I'll have it down below in the comments at gmail.com. Hit me up on Facebook at Football Talk with Coach Chip. Also on Twitter at Coach Chip. And let's get the conversation rolling. Be sure you subscribe. Be sure you like. Click the bell. It tells you when I'm putting new content out there. Go back and look at some of the other stuff. Look at the RPO playlist that's on the channel, and it's got more stuff like this. But I love these no mesh RPO, RSO, whatever you want to call them. I got more stuff coming right after this, dealing with quarterback runs, and it's going to be another great video. Hey, I appreciate you, and until next time, be elite.